Hey guys! So the rumors are true. TikTok just announced that they're creating an Instagram competitor app for sharing pictures only, and it's gonna be called TikTok Notes. So I did a lot of research and gathered all of the info that's out there about this new app right now. So this is the only video you're gonna have to watch on this topic. I'm gonna share everything you need to know and give you my 2 cents on what that means for you as a content creator or a business owner, and what you should start doing today to get a head start. So in recent days, some TikTok users have received this pop-up notification that says that their existing photo posts will also be shared on the new TikTok app, which will be called TikTok Notes. So there's also a toggle that allows you to either share or disable sharing photos from TikTok to this new Notes app. TikTok told BBC that they are working on a dedicated space for photos and text, but have not yet finalized the design of the Notes app or confirmed a release date. They also said that as a part of their continued commitment to innovating the TikTok experience, they're exploring ways to empower their community to create and share their creativity with photos and text in a dedicated space for those formats. If you think about it, it makes so much sense now. TikTok has been pushing photos and carousels for months now. In a message sent to creators, TikTok promises that carousel posts get 2.9 times more comments, 1.9 times more likes, and 2.6 times more shares on average than video posts. I'm not sure if this is true, but it definitely looks like it's working for brands, since a lot of them are reporting that they see a higher reach and average views than their video posts. So this new app is basically a copy of what Instagram used to be, focusing on photos and captions only. So TikTok's plan is to engage the people who aren't comfortable on video or just don't want to film videos every day, and there's a lot of them. We all know that Instagram's main focus are Reels, which previously frustrated a lot of users. Alright, so now let's go to the site called notes.tiktok.com, which is the official website of this new app. So the button Open App is not functioning at the moment, but we can see a sample here. So it has some Polaroid looking photos and captions, so it looks a lot like Instagram, which is not surprising at all since TikTok and Instagram are constantly copying one another, right? The brand has plans to incorporate text posts similar to X and Threads, and it's also experimenting with 30-minute long videos, so similar to YouTube. But the big question is, why are they creating a new app for this? Why can't photos just live on TikTok? Well, launching TikTok Notes as a completely separate app is new for TikTok, since they've previously incorporated all of their new features directly into their core app. From a user's perspective, it's not the best, right? It would be way easier for us if they just incorporated photos into the existing app, so we wouldn't have to download yet another app, like we don't have enough of them already, right? But it looks like TikTok will follow other platforms and launch a separate app like some of their competitors. So for example, Meta launched Threads this way and Pinterest launched Shuffles. But one of the main theories why they're launching a new app is that it makes sense given the current regulatory scrutiny they're facing. So you've probably heard that TikTok might be banned in the US unless its Chinese owner ByteDance sells it within 6 months of passing its law. So this might be a good way for them to have another player, in this case app, in the game. So it looks like TikTok might also copy what Meta did with its Twitter rival Threads, where it relied heavily on the existing Instagram user base. So I'm sure you remember when Threads launched about a year ago and every single person from Instagram could automatically come over to Threads and already have an existing account. So this caused hundreds of millions of people to be on the app within days. So I'm guessing TikTok is gonna do the same thing with their user base. If they're gonna go the extra step with copying what Instagram did with Threads, and I'm pretty sure they will, most of your following will be transferred from TikTok to Notes app as well. So I'm guessing users will be asked if they want to follow the same people, and most of them will say yes, like they did on Threads. So if you already have some sort of following on TikTok, you're gonna have a head start, since many of the followers you currently have will follow you on the new app as well. So this will definitely make the experience more fun, since no one wants to start from zero, right? But the big question is it actually going to stick? Well, we're gonna have to wait and see, but like on Threads, the key will be creating a compelling enough experience to get people to stick around TikTok Notes beyond just checking it out a few times and then slowly dying down. TikTok's massive user base could pose a serious threat to Instagram though, with TikTok Notes on the horizon. So it will definitely be interesting to see if they change anything, like give photos more reach, for example. They've definitely dialed back on pushing Reels only, but let's be honest, photos are still in the back burner, or at least for me. But let me know in the comments if you're having a different experience. So the big question is, do we need another social media app? In my opinion, hell no. I think things are getting a little bit out of hand, but as a content creator or a business owner, you should still brace yourself. But should you actually join when this app comes out? Well, if you already feel like you have way too much on your plate, I suggest sitting this one out. It's way better to focus on one main platform and really focus on growing there than to be on every single platform that's out there and not be consistent, right? Am I going to join? Yes, but mostly because I want to see what it's all about and share it with you guys. So here are my top tips if you decide that you're going to join. So since TikTok is supposedly pushing photos more than videos, here's what I would do to capitalize on this and get a head start. First, I would start posting your top performing photos that did well on Instagram. Because if they did well on Instagram, it's probably gonna work well on TikTok Notes too, right? As I mentioned earlier, TikTok is using your content to populate the feed of the new Notes app, so why not use the photos and carousels that are already proven to work well? And the second thing I would do is I would create a photo or carousel versions of your top performing TikTok videos and post them as photos. Well, I'm guessing carousels will fall under this new app as well, but I'm not 100% sure. So since the idea is already validated, this post should perform well. Also, do you think photos are back? Video content, especially short form, has been all the craze in the past few years, but with new apps like this, does this mean that photos are making a comeback? I personally don't think so, but only time will tell. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to know what you think of all of this. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!